Good morning.
It's good evening, Raksha
Oh,
here.
good
So
evening
we
to you.
are
Good morning to me.
7 p.m. here. How are you doing?
I'm doing
I'm
great. Thank you.
okay. Now we
I will
can
be
officially.
right on there. Sorry, I'm having some
No
issues with
problem.
my keypad.
Perfectly fine. Hi.
Okay. Nice to see you.
Same here. Lovely. So I have my team with me today, the girls who are leading the leadership cell with me,
Okay.
and they'll be with us throughout and they'll observe how it is being done. Yeah. So
Perfect.
we'll start, like, because then we'll be short of time. It's only half an hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you need some time?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. This is podcast 2 of Leadership Cell Areya, a space where leadership is not just a concept, but a lived experience, especially for women who dare to lead with vision, courage, and authenticity. Areya leads young women to find their direction even amidst challenges and uncertainties. Today, we have the honor of hosting a truly extraordinary leader, a woman whose vision, experience, and impact spanned across 79 plus countries. So, here we welcome Raksha Joshi, famously known as the Life Architect, a serial entrepreneur, global coach, philanthropist, founder of Amara Systems, the Reset, I Am GWEN, and RIA.earth. With over 4 decades of experience, Ms. Joshi has been transforming leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers worldwide, helping them align vision with action through her signature SOS method. Her journey from Uganda to London and now Miami, combined with her passion for empowering women, creating lasting impact, makes her a true inspiration. We are deeply honored to have her here to share her vision, insights on leadership and women empowerment. So, before we officially start with the question, Raksha, I would like to understand your side of the story. This is what we know about you. So, can you just tell us something about more about yourself?
So, just like everyone else, who you have ups and downs in your life, and you have a choice at every step. You can give in and not participate, or you step up and do what's true to your heart, always being true to your heart. What else would you like to know about me? Uh,
Uh, your journey has been commendable. So something about how you started, a small story of your background.
Okay, so the born to a middle class family in Uganda, moved to London when I was 6, so all my schooling and my education and stuff has happened there. So you could say that for a long time, I was seen as a coconut because though I was brown on the outside, my values were very Western. And that was a terminology that they used to describe people like myself, right? Then, of course, that was the era of romantic movies. So I wanted to marry this tall, dark, handsome person who just loved me. Did that. Did not work out exactly the way I wanted it to, but that brought me to the US, where I had the privilege of raising my two daughters, and everything that I was not able to accomplish, I poured into them. And now they're both very independent, pragmatic women. How did I get here? Lots of tripping over, scrapes on my knees, um, learning how to communicate with people on the spot kind of thing. So yeah, life threw a lot of challenges, but I had people, um, God always brought people into my space that were there to lift me up. So I learned as much as I could. Do I have a PhD? No, not from a college, but I do have one from life, right?
Wow.
And I used all my skill sets to become who I am today. And one of the things was I wanted I wanted to take it to the next level because what I realized today is I'm able to do what I do because my grandmothers, my aunts, my mom, did something that lifted them up. So I'm standing on their shoulders, and I want my daughters to stand on mine and reach the glass ceiling or break it completely, right? So that became my mission. Everything I do, technology falls in my lap. Every time I try to resist it, it falls. So I've decided I'm going to embrace it and just deal with what has to be done. I truly can say that I'm one of those people that used to program computers using CHAD chips. I don't know if you remember that far back, but there were little cards that you had to punch holes in to create a program. And then you fed it into this machine that took up an entire room. Today, I live in a generation that carries that entire room on their watches.
Mhm.
So I've been
Yeah.
on that journey, and just like that journey, I have innovated myself every time a challenge has shown up, right? Um, so yeah, I kind of look at myself as an oak tree, very deep roots
Mhm.
and able to withstand any storm.
Wow.
Right. And I think that's what we are as women. Um, we carry the universe within us. We are the only ones that have the power to carry the universe within us. So every morning I get up and I'm so grateful that I get to do that. But that's a little bit about me. Yes, I have four ventures that I'm doing. And they all feed into the same thing. It's about making technology easy for women. It's about resetting because I believe at every point in our lives, we are changing and resetting to the new way of being, right? And I Am Gwen is, I used the name Gwen because it's a woman's name. The acronym means Global Women's Empowerment Network. And it's global women. I'm not looking at your age. I'm not looking at your creed, caste, color, none of that. If you're a woman, you belong here. And the intention of Gwen is to build a bridge between generations and cultures, right? What I notice these days is young people are so detached that they don't realize that their mothers, their fathers, their extended family, if they live in one, had a contribution to give them the independence that they now get to live. They gave up something so they could have what they have today. I want to bridge that disconnect. Your mother was a girl once as well. Just like I said earlier in my talk, I had dreams of marrying a tall, dark, handsome guy who was going to take care of me for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The only person that can take care of you for your life is you and your attitude towards it, right? So that's what fuels me. RIA is my nonprofit where I get to use holistic methods for regenerative living, which is not just food and water sustainability, but also cultural sustainability. Um, and I'm glad I have these five amazing people on my team that are doing it. Even in Gwen, I have eight women who have encouraged me to say, if there's a need for it, let's create it. So that's how that came into being. The reset is just an observation of my life. Every 3, 5 years, I am readjusting to a new norm because life is changing. Before it used to take a decade to get to that stage. Now it
Mhm.
takes 2, 3 years and you have to maneuver yourself. That's a lot to take in. It's the thing is, technology got created, but our brains are the same as God created. So we don't have the capacity. And that's my mission. My mission is to make life easier. As my name, my mission is to protect people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Well, Raksha, this is amazing. Your story is really, really so very inspiring because life is not a bed of roses. You know, it can have challenges. So, how do you take up those challenges, how do you embrace them, how do you overcome them is the power. And especially you saying that women have the power, they have the universe within themselves. So this is
So they
wonderful.
do. They do. We're the only ones that can give birth,
Yeah.
right?
So we are in a girls' college, and we have most all the girls students with us. So this would be really wonderful for our girls students to know how powerful they are in themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, what do they say? Don't get carried away with the bells and whistles, right? Focus on who you are, what your core is. Once you know you, then the rest of the world falls into place because then you have principles that will guide you to be who you are. And it's difficult, especially you said they're college age, right? So I'm thinking the oldest is probably in their 20s
Yeah.
and the younger one is their upper teens.
Absolutely.
There's a lot going on in our bodies at that time, hormonal changes, peer pressure, society expectations. And unfortunately, now we also have, and I don't know if you guys still have it, but when I was growing up, I had a certain way to be when I was at home because I come from a Gujarati family and I was expected to behave in a certain manner. When I went to work or school, I was expected to behave in another way because I was in the Western culture. So balancing that is very hard. And unfortunately, or fortunately, for the ladies of your college, they're not just between home and work or college, they have a global presence, right? With social media, there's global presence. There's also movement in culture development.
Uh,
So what I would say is, hold on to your core beliefs and then allow the others to come in because now you can control how they impact you.
Okay, Raksha. Now coming on to some specific questions related to leadership because it's a leadership cell, so we have to tell students how they can become good leaders. So some questions targeted on leadership only.
Okay.
Could you share the defining moments you have had a big journey? It was incredible, and you have been through so many continents, and you have seen so many cultures across continents. So, how have this journey shaped you as a leader?
It has allowed me to understand diversity and respect different cultures.
Mhm.
It has taught me that I'm not always right,
Mhm.
right? And as a leader, I feel while you navigate whichever ship you're navigating at that moment, right? You have to think about the big picture. It can't be about you.
Mhm.
I've seen people on my journey that have been so focused on leadership and getting into the corner office that they didn't care about who they hurt on the way.
Mhm.
Then they get there and they don't stay too long because guess what? Their foundation wasn't strong. Their team
Mhm.
didn't believe in them, so they weren't there to support them, right? And on the way back, you meet all those same people because you
Mhm.
might stay there for 6 months or a year, you will get demoted,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? It will come through. So always think of the people and how you're impacting them. Um, I'm now learning that leadership is about allowing the other person to have their own limelight and allowing them to show up. And it could be that I'm at a stage in life where I'm not striving to be a leader or to be recognized, right? But even when you're being recognized, be known for your authenticity, be known for your values. Those will carry you a long way. Um,
Wonderful.
you'll earn respect not just in your place of work or school, you will also earn that respect in your community.
Wonderful. Such nice thoughts. Now, another question. What do you think there have been the biggest challenges women are facing today in leadership roles? The major challenges in relation to the total environment outside. Since these girls, when they just pass out, they would be facing the whole world. So how they can face those challenges when they come to them, and how can they become a barrier for them to become good leaders?
I think one thing that they need to move away from, and this word is being overused. People want to find balance between work and life. There is no
Mhm.
balance, there is harmony. So think of it like your favorite song or your favorite piece of music. But like I mentioned earlier, when you have your core values and you know who you are, that journey becomes a lot easier, right? They still have the same challenges of trying to get to the top. Now, in fact, it's not just localized, it's globalized. So they're not just fighting with who they live with, but now they're also globally, they have to show up, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I've learned along my journey is what is meant for you is meant for you. If you do it with integrity, if you have a solid foundation, don't fake it. I know a lot of people say fake it till you make it. Don't do that. Because guess what? Somebody finds out you faked it. Now everything that you actually did and you did it right is seen as faking it,
Hmm. Wonderful. Yeah.
right?
Great.
Respectful conversations, powerful, respectful conversations will get you there. And each one of them can become an entrepreneur on their own right. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, wonderful. Amazing. Raksha, just a quick question as to how would you give us two, three, just two, three core qualities which a leader of today must have besides whatever you have talked about every aspect of leadership, values, human touch and, being so showing your presence and letting others go, forward. But still, a just a two three core qualities of which would be relevant today, just quickly. Yeah.
Focus.
Hmm.
Pick a target of what you want to go, what you want to
Hmm.
achieve. Create a plan.
Hmm.
Read books. Make time for yourself before you give your time away to others. That's your biggest commodity. You can replace money. You can replace education with learning new education. You cannot replace your time. Once it's gone, right? Um,
Very nice.
the other thing is when you look in the mirror in the morning, if you can honestly look that person in the eye and say, I have done my best, you're on the right track,
Wonderful.
you know.
Yeah. So my next question has already been answered by you. It was related to AI and the humanistic touch to the leadership, area. We have already touched upon that. So with that, I would like to end up my conversation with you. It was so wonderful to have you with us, Raksha. You spared time, from your busy schedule. It was so nice to be in touch with you, personally see you and be with you. It is wonderful to have you around today, and I'm sure my bunch of students today listening to you must have been mesmerized by your talks, your words, and the way you have presented leadership and way a woman can carry herself, in the outside world. Because as of now, they are in a college, in a closed environment. So, about a few months or maybe few years down the line, they are going to go into a big world where they have to survive, fight, be show their presence. So that is why we are doing these kinds of podcasts where can we find these powerful women talking about how they have done their bit in this world. So on behalf of Areya, I would like to thank you so much, Raksha, for sharing your invaluable insights and stories. And I mean, it was so empowering and so insightful. And the pearls of wisdom you've spread today, your journey, your vision, your dedication to leadership, it's amazing. And has really left at least me very motivated. I don't know about my students. Of course, they will also must be feeling very motivated and enlightened. So thank you, Raksha. Thank you for being with us, sparing your wonderful evening with us. And I hope you must have also enjoyed being with us today.
I have loved doing this. I just wish I could have seen their faces, but
Uh-huh.
I am just happy that you've given me this opportunity. And I look forward to finding ways that we can work together down the road. Definitely. But yeah, just reach out to me on LinkedIn. If anybody has a question, I'm on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me. I'll share my link with you. And if there's anything I can do to support what you're doing in your university, let me know.
Sure. Thank you so much for
Okay?
this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you.
This has
I
been
think
awesome.
the recording, and then we can see each other. Raksha can stay here. We can
Okay.
unofficially talk for 2 minutes.